and thank you for joining me. We're having a potential severe weather outbreak next Tuesday in eastern Texas, northern Louisiana, and south central Arkansas. So basically, this is going to be a repeat of what happened last Tuesday. Basically, almost a carbon copy of what happened last Tuesday. Could this outbreak be worse? Like, could this be basically like, okay, the last one was a bust? Could this outbreak potentially materialize into something more significant?
It's gonna be a bust.
Well, by the looks of it, it could be a bust. I mean, this it looks for my thinking it's going to be more of a squall line threat. So I think this is going to be more of a squall line threat. Looking for Tuesday. I mean, there could be some supercells, but most likely what you're going to be looking at is a squall line type setup. I mean, the Cape will definitely be high. There'll definitely be some pretty high Cape values in East Texas, but there's nothing showing up on the Storm Prediction Center forecast yet. They're still saying predictability is too low for days 4 through 8. See, the potential is too low. They're now saying predictability is too. Oh, day 7. Day 7, they're showing a 15%. Not good, guys. This is not good. They're already showing a 15% on day 7. So yeah. So for day 6, they're showing potential too low, and all of a sudden, boom.
50%?
No, 15. We're having a 15%. Alrighty.
Me and my cat are watching your live stream.
Okay. Given this potential for severe weather indicated by both the GFS and Euro, and with at least reasonable support for such evolution evident within both European Center for Mid-Range Weather Forecast and the GEFS ensembles, a 15% risk area is being introduced for day 7, centered over the Arklatex region. Some risk could continue to day 8 across the Tennessee and mid-lower Mississippi valleys, but this remains a bit more uncertain at this time. So the forecaster is Goss. It's the forecaster. I agree with him. That's definitely very accurate in his analysis. All right. But things are definitely going interesting, not just in the severe weather threat, but the polar vortex is coming down really low. Reason for this is a North Atlantic oscillation. It has gone negative. The NAO the NAO the NAO has gone negative right now, guys. So while we're not seeing all this cold and snow here in the Northeast, because it doesn't happen the moment the NAO goes negative, it usually happens once it starts fluctuating. Also, the PNA needs to be neutral to positive for a lot of cold and snow, and right now we're not dealing with a positive PNA, but a negative PNA. Yeah, Pacific/North American pattern. The PNA needs to be positive. The AO is negative. Like, we're having a negative AO.
Negative?
Yeah, the Arctic oscillation is negative.
Negative?
Yes.
It's only negative?
No, it is negative right now, which means that the polar vortex is not as strong. It's weak right now.
What's positive? What's positive gonna do?
A positive what? PNA?
Yeah, a positive PNA.
Warmer weather over Alaska, cold weather over North America, like Eastern North America.
Andy, I have to ask you a very serious question. So a lot of people have been advertising, like they're saying, "Oh my gosh, it's going to be an Arctic blast by Christmas for the South." What's your opinion about that?
It's possible. It's I said possible. By Christmas, okay, looking for the Arctic blast, it's possible, but most likely it would be okay. So the GFS, what the GFS is showing, is that okay? So the previous GFS was showing an not really an Arctic blast, but some cold air spilling into the south. But a true Arctic blast into the south at this point in time does not seem very likely because of the NAO being negative. A negative NAO supports cold weather over the northeast, but we are also dealing with a La Nina pattern which supports warmer weather across the south. However, it's not outside the realm of possibility. I mean, it's not entirely impossible that there could be some cold weather in the south, especially if the polar vortex sags further south once the PNA goes more to neutral. Because right now the AO is negative. It's very negative. We're lower than -2 right now. The NAO is negative. The AO is negative. So both the Arctic Oscillation and North Atlantic Oscillation are both negative right now, which normally, in most circumstances, supports extreme cold and snow across the eastern United States. However, it's still fairly mild in New York. The reason for this is because yes, it's still mild in the Northeast. The reason for this is because the PNA is negative. Once the PNA is negative, once the PNA goes positive or neutral, as it's being seen here, this is an example of a neutral to positive PNA. It would support colder weather across the eastern United States. See how, and the polar vortex going further south. See all this cold air? Once you're going to develop this ridge here. So you see how you're having a trophinus here over the northern Pacific. This would allow, even though the AO is negative, it would force all this polar air to stay north. This is, it looks like the AO is positive, but the polar vortex is very disrupted right now. If you look at the world, if you're going to look at the entire globe right now, the polar vortex is very disrupted right now.
Polar vortex? Oh, that sounds.
Yes,
that sounds
that's the
horrifying.
so the
That
polar
sounds.
yeah, the polar vortex, which is normally, when you have a positive AO, the polar vortex is very strong, which would keep all your cold air at the poles, making it milder at the mid latitudes. However, the AO right now is negative, which means that any slight change can send major Arctic blasts into the lower 48. You see how cold it is over Siberia, over Europe.
Siberia? How is Siberia that freezing?
That's how Siberia always. Siberia is always cold. But you see how major Arctic. Oh wow, wow, that is insane. Holy crap for China.
It must feel like death over there.
Oh my God. Hold on, Johnny.
Oh, woo! I see the end of that GFS run. I see that
Look
gem.
at China. Holy crap.
China.
Oh
China.
my God. Yeah. Looking at
Wait
China.
a second. Is Louisiana going to get that Arctic blast?
No,
Question
no, no, no,
mark?
no. I mean, this is only one run of the GFS, Johnny. But yeah, the polar vortex right now is negative. Um, However, even though the polar vortex is very disrupted, it is the Arctic air is not coming into the lower 48 because the PNA is negative. Once the PNA flips neutral or positive, we're going to get some major Arctic air here, and the potential for snowstorms. So there is a chance that this Christmas could be white, especially in the northern United States. Very likely a white Christmas is possible.
Where?
I mean, everything you're seeing here at negative AO, the NAO being neutral to negative, and the PNA currently being negative then trending to positive or neutral is very similar to what happened back in 2010, um, December of 2010. In fact, going back in December 2010, it was not much different actually.
Quit biting my foot, Ken. That hurts.
So let's go and look at New York City weather conditions for December 2010. It was similar. It was, you know, before the snowstorms of late December 2010, it actually was pretty warm in early December 2010. So let's look at December 7th. So it was cold. It was 37 degrees on December 7th
Where?
in New York City. But early December, it was in the 40s. So yeah, you had some cold weather. You had a cold front that came through. You could see northwest winds. Alrighty.
December 7th, 2010, huh?
Oh, look at that. December 1st. It was in the 60s. And you had
Really?
rain. Yeah. So early December, it was mild. You had rain, and then a cold front came in and temperatures crashed. So basically, from what I'm seeing right now, there is the potential, not likely yet, for a very stormy end of December, especially in the northern U.S. So the area that will most likely see the most snowstorms will be the deep south, Texas. Actually, no, not. I don't think Texas, but looking at the 12Z GFS, the most likely area to see significant snowstorms is going to be the upper Great Plains. But then things are going to get very interesting.
When?
Things are going to get very interesting towards the end of December as the PNA starts going up. As the PNA starts going up and the AO is still negative, you're still going to have a negative AO. You're going to start having Arctic blasts. Things are going to get very interesting, Johnny. Wow. Wow. The AAO, the Southern Annular Mode is really positive. You have Hunga Tonga to thank for that.
Hunga Munga, what?
Hunga Tonga. More flooding for Australia. Yep, you're going to have more flooding in Australia, Johnny. Hmm.
Oh my gosh, ain't that something? I cannot believe that I am seeing a tropical wave in the Atlantic in December. This is
It's not a tropical wave, Johnny. What we're looking at is a cold core low.
What the heck is designated then, huh?
Okay, what you're looking at is a cold core low. What you're looking at, Johnny, is a cold core low that is going to become tropical. But again, it started as a cold core low.
I just don't understand why they would designate that if it's not even tropical. Oh yeah, that's
Because it's over warm waters. So I've been looking at the models, and so what happens is a piece of the trough that brought rain to New York on December 5th on Monday morning. So a piece of the trough that brought cold weather is breaking off, right? And then and that amplifies the low, and it's over warm water, and so it's going to become a hybrid system.
A hybrid system?
Yes, a hybrid storm.
Is it going to go anywhere? Is it going to make landfall anywhere?
Maybe it's going to affect Europe. See, a large non-tropical Johnny, hold on, Johnny, hold on. A large non-tropical area of low pressure located, see, non-tropical, area of low pressure located of the central subtropical Atlantic, about 800 miles northeast of the northern Leeward Islands, continues to produce a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions appear marginally conducive for development, and a subtropical or tropical storm could form within the next day or two. But it's not tropical yet. By Thursday night or early Friday, the low will move northeastward over cooler waters and interact with the mid latitude trough, limiting the chance for additional subtropical or tropical development of the system.
What the? There's a second one right behind. Wait, right in front of that. Do you see that?
Yes, but that's non-tropical. That's a very cold core system.
Sky the second. Behave.
Yeah, that's the mid latitude trough that's going to absorb it. Okay,
Sky the second.
so basically, what we're looking at right now is we're looking at the GFS. So right now the AO is negative, but the PNA is also negative. However, as we're looking ahead, we're seeing some ridging over Alaska.
Okay. So I got a question. So why would they designate a area that is not tropical? That's very.
No. What they're saying is it will become tropical. The models are showing it becoming tropical.
Oh, that's why. Because it will become tropical. Right.
The models are showing it becoming a hybrid system.
Will London be impacted? Because I got a friend from there, and it's Sammy Baker Studio. Well, he's not from there, but he lives around that area.
I mean, Johnny. No, London won't really have an effect from this storm. London always gets storms, Johnny. In the wintertime, London always gets rainstorms, windstorms.
Rainstorms.
When I was in London,
how many people are watching you right now?
Well, I'm gonna guess besides you, I'm gonna guess about 3 or 4 people. Oh, thanks, broski.
You know who that is, huh?
That's you.
Yep, that's my other account I made on YouTube. I made that specifically for my TikTok followers, so that way they can. So like if I'm not uploading on TikTok, they can also watch me on YouTube.
Nice. Anyway, thank you, Johnny.
Wow. Look at your watch time. Your watch time is going up.
Yeah, wow. because they want to know if there's going to be a big blizzard, because guess what? I'm waiting for the Euro to come in. There might be a white Christmas. There could be a big blizzard coming up soon.
Waiting for the Euro?
Yeah, we're 42. Well.
Wow. This is amazing.
Now it's time to cover this.
In your live stream at once. And it says average view duration 4 minutes and 40. That's pretty good, Andy.
Well, a lot of that is from you.
Wait. That is. Well, I'm the only one. I'm one watching from my TV.
Okay. Well, let's look at the severe weather potential. It's too far out, but
weather potential.
Yeah, things are going to be looking very interesting for day 7. The fact that they're putting out a 50.
Oh my God! Look at all that snow from Louisiana. I wish that was true.
Huh?
I saw that model.
That's rain.
Oh no, not that. It's the other one with the gray and the pink and the blue.
Oh, gray. This is ensemble average.
Oh, what the? Go back to day 3 or day 2. It looked like something.
Well, you know why they were showing snow? Look at that. You have ensemble member 13 to thank for that little gray you saw.
Yep. Oh, you know the one I'm talking about now, huh?
Oh my! Look at ensemble member 13. Blizzard for Houston.
Houston, Texas, huh?
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Tell me you're joking.
Well, Johnny. That's only one possibility. There's.
Oh my God! Look at all that, dude. Dang! Click on that. Is some.
I can't.
Dude,
I can't cook them.
No way, dude. That's a lot of snow.
Yeah, that's a foot. That's like 18 inches of snow for Houston.
Dude, let me tell you this now. If that was to happen here, I would have an absolute field day.
Johnny, they're not showing. Ensemble member 13 is not showing any snow for Baton Rouge and Gonzales.
Dude, that will wait. When is this? If this was to happen, when would it happen?
If this were to happen, it's showing December 22nd, 21st, and 22nd.
Dude, one, two, three. Three models indicate, three of the assembles show at least some snow in the south. Dude, look at assemble 2. It shows it like a snowstorm just north of Alexandria. Golly. Man, I wish that was true. I'd have an absolute field day.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
You see it now?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, that is insane. Oh my gosh.
That's rain for you.
Oh, that's. I wish that was so true.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it is possible with the PNA going neutral. I mean, going trending neutral.
the PNA is gonna go neutral.
And that would allow Arctic air to finally flood into the lower 48.
Whoa! Hold up! Look at Whoa! Look at 13. That's a lot of pink in Louisiana. Whoa! Look at 2. 2's even more.
That's ice. You're gonna get a lot of. Well, that's Johnny. That's 16 days out. You don't. Rule of thumb, Johnny. You don't trust any model, especially even the GFS, more than 10 days out.
I'll put it this way. When you look at consistent in the models, like it shows, okay, hold up.
Let's see if this is consistent. 18Z, not consistency. There's no consistency.
3 models show something. And if it becomes more and more and more and more and more, who knows, Andy? Who knows? It may happen. And let me tell you this. You remember that brief ice storm I had back in January? You remember?
Yeah.
That brief ice storm? I predicted. I seen it on the models 2 weeks in prior, and guess what? It happened.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it was only in the upper elevations, like on trees, porches, houses, not the actual ground. Oh, and on top of that, back in January, my video made it on the Weather Channel about that ice storm. That wintry weather. That was a pretty cool feeling.
That's nice.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm waiting for the euro to come in.
When is the euro going to come in?
It's going to come in over the next hour.
Okay, can you tell me this website? Okay, can you tell me this website you're using?
Oh, I've been using this website for about 12 years.
It's like College of DuPage now. Where are you seeing all these assembled?
It's easy. weather.co.edu/forecast/legacy. That's it.
Wow.
Johnny, I've been using this. You know I got everyone hooked on this site.
Really?
I was the first person to ever use the site on my YouTube videos. Then David did it,
really?
and then I showed David this site. David Schlotthauer.
Yep.
You know why? Look.
What?
Hold on. Here's why I like this site. Look at this. Point, click, and look what's about to happen. I'm just skew T-plot. See? You can view the atmospheric dynamics here. Of course, it does most of the work for you. Like it tells you the threat, severe weather. However, big inversion layer here, no severe threat. I mean, look at that.
I can't find it. I can't find the forecast models.
Okay, the forecast models would be here on the top. Okay, it's weather.cod.edu/forecast. Okay.
Can you please send me the link to that?
gonna text you the link.
That'd be nice.
Are you using on your smartphone or PC?
My phone.
Okay, good. Then you're just gonna have Legacy. Okay, let's see. There you go. I just sent you the link.
Yay! There's the link. Now I can be a smart.
Well, I didn't copy and paste it. I typed it in. I did it the geeky way. I typed in the link.
There we go.
I typed in the link.
So,
I
okay, so
totally geeked out. I
listen
typed
to
in
me.
the
Listen to me. Where do I get to? Okay, where do I go to see those ensemble models that you keep showing?
Click GEFS. That's gonna be
What?
on the right. On the right. Zoom in and click.
GEFS? Okay,
No,
now.
not GFS. GEFS.
That's what I clicked on. GEFS.
Then go to. Okay, you see that on the right, on the left side, you see all the panels. So I'm gonna. Okay. Then go and then click sector view.
Sector view?
Yes.
Select sector view? Okay, now what?
And then go to southeast.
That's what I did.
Precipitation products. Ensemble snow accumulation.
Ensemble,
Ensemble, like each display you're seeing is a different ensemble prediction. Yes. So the
there it is. I see it now. Wow. Found it.
nice.
Wow. Hey, now I can do what you do. Uh,
hmm. Hmm.
that is awesome. Wow.
Hmm.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa! Man, I wish I had this. Resemble Model 13. Man, that would be my dream right there.
Well, actually, none of the models are giving you snow, Johnny.
I know. Well, like any wintry weather is what I would appreciate. Anything.
This shows you getting mostly rain. This shows you getting all rain, just cold rain.
Well, that kind of figures.
Yeah. Oil prices are going down again, Johnny.
I know. Good. It's a good thing. Oil is going down. That means gas prices are going down. Whoopity whoop. You finally did something right for once. Ooh.
This has nothing to do with Biden. Gas prices going up to almost 150 had nothing to do with Biden. This had to do with because of COVID in China, the lockdowns in China.
The lockdowns in China. Is that why it's going down again?
Yes, oil prices are going down, gas prices are going down because of China's COVID lockdowns.
Oh, so
Because the oil market is a global thing.
Inflation's going to go down, huh?
A little bit. But also it's because
so I'll actually be able to afford things.
well, it's also because America has lifted sanctions on Venezuela. We're now trading oil with Venezuela, which is good for us.
Yes.
Because we told Russia and the Saudis to go screw themselves, and we're like we're gonna be dealing with our own oil now. So
Russia can be sometimes be very goofy,
not goofy, tyrannical. Not the people, but the government. When we say a country's name, like oh this country's terrible, we always talk about the government and how the people.
Government. What?
Yeah.
I feel like pee pee poo poo.
Anyway, I prefer not talking about politics, but oil. Yeah, basically, I was just talking about economics.
Economics.
Yeah.
Economics.
Well, Johnny, there was a major uplift in Campiflagray again.
Oh my lord, you and that volcano.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna do nothing, Andy.
Of course it's not going to do anything. It's just interesting. You know? Imagine being a
yeah.
kid.
You want to know the volcano that's interesting? Mauna Loa. It's actually doing something.
It's
Like Kemper Gray. It ain't done nothing.
Yeah, but when it
It's
goes
it's quiet. It's quiet as quiet could get.
Yeah, but when it goes off, Johnny, it's going to be a bang. It's not going to be little lava flows. It's going to go off with a giant bang.
To go off with a giant bang?
Yep.
Really?
Yes, Johnny. Campiflagray is a super volcano.
Oh, that's scary. That's
Yeah.
really scary.
That's why I'm interested in Johnny. Besides Iwo Jima, actually, Campiflagray.
Iwo Jima? What?
Yeah,
Iwo Jima?
it's a caldera. But Campiflagray is the fastest rising supervolcano on Earth, rising
Really?
faster than Yellowstone or Long Valley. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So
I feel like yuckity yuckity yuck
I'm
yuck.
sorry, Johnny. Well, we had some pretty big earthquakes at Campiflagray. We had a
Really?
we had a 2.5, a 2.2, and a 2.0, all within several minutes of each other on the 30th of November.
Oh my gosh.
However, that day when I was looking at it, they were giant and they were big quakes on the seismo. I'm like, that can't be a 1.7. This
1.7.
yeah,
Wait,
this
are you saying a
no, they revised it up to a 2.5. When it first happened, the computer said it was a 1.7. It was said 1.7, 1.7, 1.6. And then they changed it to a 2.5, 2.2, 2.0. And they were very shallow, only 2 kilometers deep. And then we had
2 kilometers?
and then we had two 1.8 earthquakes today. Well, on the 11th. Uplift. Here's the rate of uplift, Johnny.
Where's the uplift?
This year, Campiflagray has already risen to 120 millimeters. That's 12 centimeters of uplift, and the year is not even over yet.
Does that mean it's going to explode?
No, no, not yet. But the earthquakes, all these earthquakes are being caused by the pressure on the fault lines caused by the uplift. But what is causing the uplift is gas.
Gas?
Gas pressure, yes. Magmatic gases and lava, magma
I'll
entering.
put it this way. I'll put it this way. When a volcano uplifts, like what happened at Mauna Loa, what happened to it? It erupted.
Yes, but this is different. Campiflagray normally uplifts by meters before it erupts. Meters, like 10 or 20 feet.
Feet?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Before the 1538 eruption, Campiflagray rose by 21 feet before its 1538.
Yeah, but here's the question. What was the VEI in 1538?
2.
I thought it was supposed to be a 7. What happened to that?
Johnny, it formed a cinder cone. It didn't form a caldera.
And where is the cinder cone located in
At
Italy?
Monte Nuovo, the 1538 eruption was a VEI of a 2. However, the uplift that is happening right now is centered around Puzzoli, the eastern part. Then that area stopped uplifting, and then the uplift was centered in this really small region around what is today Monte Nuovo. And the uplift, most of the uplift that happened there happened within 2 weeks prior to the eruption.
Within 2 weeks? Wow.
Yes, I mean there was uplift there going on for years, but almost all of it happened about 2 weeks before the eruption, but the fastest uplift happened just a few nights before the eruption. The ground lifted up by over 10 feet in just a couple of nights. Well, I don't think Campiflagray is going to erupt anytime soon. At least not right now.
When do you think it's going to erupt?
Hard to say, but At the very soonest, I mean, it could, at the worst case scenario, go off with no warning now, but being more realistic, like being not optimistic, but being more scientifically accurate, based on how campiflagrate behaves itself, probably I would say several years at the very least, but most likely decades, a few decades. I would say another 10 or 20 years at the very least. At the very least, 10 or 20 years. At most, maybe hundreds of years. Maybe it won't erupt for several thousand. But most likely, that's the best case scenario. Most likely, it probably will erupt this century, though. Hey Johnny, I have to go to the restroom for a minute.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All
No,
right.
I'll still talk to you, but I have to go away from the computer.
Okay.
Okay, Johnny, I'm still here. Don't hang up. I'm gonna use my phone. Huh? not the big bumps, but like the tiny little one. Can I see it again?
Yep, it's right near his head. Right there.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
he must have bad. That must have bad.
He's joking around, right?
Yeah. Okay, so basically what happened was,
Wait, isn't that the truck that crashed? Yeah. When was this? Was that a severe storm? Was your dad there? Yeah. Was this after his death or before? Camera. That's a weather camera. That's police stuff. Oh, who are you? Who's that girl? No, the other girl. No, the other girl. Below her. No, 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 no. The one right under. Yes. Her. That's what I thought it was. Yep. Johnny, I have to go back to my YouTube channel. The dam is loading. The dam's loaded, John. I mean, the European has loaded. I have to go back to it now.
yay, go back, yay.
Okay. Alrighty. So,
Andy, it's the best, Andy.
all right. So let's look at the euro right now. So, euro should be loaded now. It's 254. Yeah. Okay. Only one. Only. Yeah. It's basically fully loaded. So let's look at it now.
All right, now we wait.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes. I like the. I like this. I like what I'm seeing here.
What do you like about it?
Oh yes, I really like this. How far it's gonna? Uh, okay, not quite. Okay, not. I take it back. I take it back. Oh, oh, some snow. We actually might get some snow. Yes, New York City's gonna get some snow December 12th. Would you look at that? Inland Runner.
So what's the name doing?
Well, the European, you mean?
Nam. What's the name doing?
Huh? I'm looking at the European right now.
What?
Itchy, itchy, itchy.
Oh boy, it's 1:56 a.m. Oh my gosh.
All right. It's 2:56 where I am. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. But before I go,
All right. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to sleep now.